Hi everybody, welcome back, and in today's video you will understand the concept of revenue and shape of revenue curves in perfect competition. Now what is a revenue? By selling a commodity, whatever money a firm receives is called its revenue. Let us understand this with help of an example. Let us suppose that I run a factory producing ice creams and I produce 1000 units daily. By selling these uh, units of ice cream, I receive $4,000 of money. So, this amount of $4,000 is revenue. Now, revenue is estimated in three different ways: total revenue, average revenue, and marginal revenue. Total revenue. Total revenue refers to money receipts of a firm from the sale of its total output. So, the total amount of money received by the firm by selling all its units is total revenue. We can represent total revenue as price into quantity. Now, let us suppose that price of one unit of ice cream is $4 multiplied by the number of units, 1000 units are sold. So the total revenue for the firm will be $4,000. Average revenue. Average revenue is the per unit revenue received from the sale of a commodity. We can represent average revenue as TR divided by number of units of output sold. In fact, AR is also equal to price of the product. Since AR is TR divided by number of units of output sold, we can also represent TR as price into quantity divided by units sold. So AR we can write it as price. Similarly, if the total revenue earned by the firm is $4,000 and the number of units of output sold are 1000, so the per unit revenue received by the firm in this case is equal to $4. So average revenue is price of the product. Marginal revenue is the additional revenue earned by selling an additional unit of output by the firm. Marginal revenue is represented as TRN minus TRN minus 1. Let us suppose that a firm earns $200 by selling 10 units of output and $250 by selling 11 units of output. So this difference between 250 and 200 is a marginal revenue for the firm. TRN here represents total revenue earned by the firm by selling 11 units, and TRN minus 1 represents the total revenue earned by the firm by selling one less unit, that is 10 units of output. But in case the output of the firm is not increasing by a single unit but by several units, so in that case we can represent marginal revenue as the change in total revenue divided by change in quantity. Since marginal revenue represents the additional revenue earned by the firm, marginal revenue, or we can simply say that sum of marginal revenue is equal to total revenue. Now, what will be the shape of average revenue, marginal revenue, and total revenue curve in perfectly competitive market? Perfectly competitive, in case of perfect competition, basically, the firms are price taker, they are not price maker, and the price of a product are decided by the market forces of demand and supply. Since there are large number of buyers and sellers and homogeneous products are sold in a perfectly competitive market, so price of the product will remain same irrespective of the number of units of output sold by the firm. Total revenue is price into quantity. So since price remains constant and marginal revenue will also remain constant, total revenue is price into quantity. As we can see here, that each time an additional unit is sold, total revenue increases by 4, and marginal revenue represents change in total revenue is also equal to 4. Then average revenue is price So price, AR and MR, all three are equal in case of perfect competition because of the constant price. So constant price, constant MR, constant AR, and total revenue will increase at a constant rate. Now we can draw price, AR and MR as horizontal straight line parallel to output axis in case of perfect competition. All three are equal and constant, and total revenue is drawn as an upward sloping straight line starting from origin. Since TR increases at a constant rate, it is drawn as a straight line starting from origin, upward sloping straight line. It is increasing at a constant rate. So this is all about the shapes of different revenue curves in perfect competition. In next video, you will understand the concept of revenue curves in imperfect competition.